Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to go through a few charts to focus on for the week ahead, and we're starting things off by looking at the strength and weakness table for the week. And what we have seen is a huge boost in yen strength. So you can see that we were talking about this last week on the market outlook, that the yen was at -7, which was an extreme, showing us that they could see a bit of reversal in that yen weakness and see it gain some value. And we saw that the market jumped by 7 places in the table, making that yen was the strongest currency last week. And so with the current fundamental situation going on between the US and Iran, we could see the market look to continue to invest into the safe haven currencies such as the yen. So we're looking for a continuation on that yen strength. Nothing else really moved apart from euro, pound, kiwi and the dollar. They all lost value slightly, but nothing too dramatic. The one thing that I have taken into consideration is the fact that the Australian dollar is at an extreme and the US dollar is at an extreme as well. So the dollar being at -6 could see some strength come back into that market. That's why I've featured it over here on this little buy and sell table here. So what I've done is I've marked out the weaker and strong currencies from the table and just put a little simple chart up, or a little table, to show what currency pairs that you could be focusing on for this week. Now obviously the yen's the strongest currency, so we're looking at buying that currency against the weaker ones such as the euro, pound, kiwi and the Australian dollar, and then obviously looking at the dollar potentially gaining some value. It may not happen just yet, but you know, it's still something that we can go take a look at, especially on euro dollar, Aussie dollar and Kiwi dollar. So let's jump into the charts. And we'll start off with Aussie dollar. Now, Aussie dollar features on the chart for some short opportunities. However, the market is currently in a daily uptrend. So if we actually look at it, you can see that the market is forming higher highs and higher lows. So what I could anticipate from that information is that we could see a small move higher before a larger correction down, before maybe retesting this long-term trend line support area for further long opportunities. Now if we go just take a look at some higher time frames on Aussie dollar, we can see the weekly formed this really nice pin candle last week, suggesting that we could see a little bit of a deeper retracement out of this market. Last month was very bullish. We had a nice bullish close. That's why I think that we're only going to see a small correction in this market, maybe a move back down into around about this 6850 before a continued move. So you know, we're only looking for some short-term opportunities on this, only if the dollar really does gain strength and we see the Australian dollar losing some value. Kiwi, again on the chart, for looking for some short opportunities, the same sort of reasons. If we go take a look at the weekly chart, we see that the price came up into some previous weekly highs and rejected that, gave us a real nice bearish candlestick. The market is in an overbought condition as well, which could give us some short-term selling opportunities, with the first sort of support area coming back at that 6,600. Just go look at the daily time frame, you'll see from these highs here, those lows there. Now, the market could retest this area before seeing any upside. If the market does continue to move lower, so if we saw something along the lines of this, then we could anticipate a larger pullback into that 6,460 area where the market broke out previously. It hasn't tested just yet, so we could see that also play out through there. Euro dollar looks to be retesting that sort of 112 area. It ran up today and tested that, so we could be seeing another rejection of that area here. The 4-hour looks to be creating a lower high, so we could start seeing the euro fall away a little bit as well, which brings us onto euro yen, and the market is currently retesting the neckline on the 4-hour time frame. So we can see that the market has created this nice double top pattern, broken through. We're just retesting that area now, this big zone through here. So we could look for some short opportunities on this if the market does give us the opportunity with some bearish price action to get short for any kind of continuation. We may see it run up a little bit higher just because of where dollar yen sort of positioned at the minute. Might see another retest on dollar yen around about 108, which may bring euro yen in line with that 200 moving average. So we could look for some short opportunities off of that. Kiwi yen as well, very similar. Just waiting for a couple of pullbacks to get involved with these currencies at the moment. So daily chart is obviously looking at this bullish move in here, or at least a continuation of the overall trend. But we want to see a little bit of a rejection of this. You can see that why we're finding support in the first place is back down here. But if we can look for that false break, maybe even a rejection of this previous high would be interesting to look for as well. So I'm just going to skip over to gold. Gold obviously gapped over the weekend because of the news, and looks to be dropping today. So we may see a correction coming on gold. We were looking for the correction around about that 15-18 area. We didn't get it. The market continued to push higher, but now we've broken into those new highs, those yearly highs, those 2019 highs. Then we could look for a correction to come from here, perhaps back down into that 15.19 before seeing a continuation move from there as well. So keep an eye on those currency pairs this week in gold. I'll provide you with another update tomorrow, and I'll speak to you very soon.